Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The Diagnostic Trouble Code DTC P16E6-00 pertains to a malfunction in the transmission range switch start switch circuit in the 2023 Honda CR-V. This code is stored when the Powertrain Control Module, PCM, detects an abnormality in the P/park neutral position signal coming from the transmission range switch. The transmission range switch is a critical component because it informs the PCM of the transmission's position, allowing safe functioning of various systems, especially the ignition and starting processes. This switch is typically located on the transmission itself, which makes it crucial for ensuring that the vehicle is in a suitable mode for starting. If there is an issue with this switch or circuit, it can prevent the vehicle from starting or cause erratic shifting behaviors, leading to adverse driving experiences. Understanding this error is essential for proper diagnostics and resolution of potential transmission-related issues. The transmission range switch plays a crucial role by providing the PCM with information about the current gear position, especially concerning whether the vehicle is in park, P, or neutral, N. This signal is vital as it allows the PCM to control various functions, including the starting of the engine and gear selection. The position of the range switch is typically found on the exterior of the transmission housing. It uses various contacts and circuits to report the gear selection accurately. If this component malfunctions, the PCM receives incorrect data, which can result in the DTC P16E6-00 being triggered. This code highlights a fault in the start switch circuit associated with the range switch, indicating that the information sent to the PCM is not reliable. There are several potential causes for the DTC P16E6-00. A faulty transmission range switch is a primary suspect, which can happen due to wear and tear or internal failure of the switch mechanism. Another common issue could be wiring problems, such as short circuits, open circuits, or damaged harnesses that can interfere with the signal being sent from the switch to the PCM. It is essential to check for any frayed wires or poor connections that could disrupt the circuit. Additionally, the PCM itself, which is responsible for processing signals from various sensors and switches, could be malfunctioning or damaged if other inspection methods yield normal results. Each cause needs to be investigated thoroughly to ensure accurate diagnosis and repair. The symptoms associated with the DTC P16E6-00 can vary, but generally include an inability to start the engine. If the transmission range switch is not sending the correct signal, the PCM may prevent the engine from cranking to avoid potential damage. Another symptom may be erratic or harsh shifting while driving, as the transmission could receive incorrect inputs regarding its position. Drivers may also notice dashboard warning lights illuminating, signaling a problem in the transmission or engine control system. This can lead to further confusion and concern regarding vehicle reliability and safety. Identifying these symptoms is crucial for effective troubleshooting and resolving the underlying issues linked to the transmission range switch. In the first troubleshooting step for DTC P16E6-00, the initial action is to turn the vehicle to the on mode without starting the engine. This prepares the vehicle's electronic systems for diagnostics. Next, it's essential to shift the transmission out of park, P, or neutral, N, position, as the PCM assesses the status of the transmission range switch's signal. After shifting, you should wait for 5 seconds, allowing the PCM to interpret the signal from the transmission range switch properly. This process is vital to ensure that any transient anomalies in the circuit can be detected. which might not occur if the vehicle remains in the P or N position. If the PCM still indicates a fault after this confirmation procedure, further investigation into the transmission range switch and its circuit will be necessary. The second step in troubleshooting DTC P16E6-00 involves inspecting the transmission range switch itself. This step is crucial to determine if the switch is functioning properly or if it has developed faults. It's recommended to perform a transmission range test to evaluate the switch's operation accurately. This could include checking the continuity of the switch at various positions to ascertain its performance under different gear selections. Ensuring that the circuit connected to the switch is also inspected thoroughly is important, as damaged wiring or connections could lead to significant communication errors between the switch and the PCM. By isolating this component, technicians can determine whether the issue lies within the switch itself or the surrounding circuitry. The third troubleshooting step focuses on checking the signal circuit associated with the transmission range switch. It's essential to inspect the wiring for any shorts to ground or open circuits that might not carry the signal to the PCM effectively. Utilizing a multimeter can help verify the integrity of the wires and identify any breaks or damage that could cause a failure in communication. Technicians should also check the ground connections associated with the transmission range switch to ensure a complete circuit. Proper grounding is critical for the accurate signaling of the transmission range position to the PCM. All these checks are vital for determining the underlying cause of the DTC P16E6-00 before concluding whether further action is necessary. The final troubleshooting step involves inspecting the powertrain control module, PCM, for issues if previous checks have indicated normal operation of the transmission range switch and its wiring. The PCM acts as the brain of the vehicle, processing inputs from various sensors and components. Testing the voltage supplied to the PCM, as well as the inputs from the switch, is essential to identify if the PCM is functioning correctly. If diagnostics reveal that the PCM is not responding properly to the signals, it may need to be replaced as the final corrective action to rectify the DTC P16E6-00. Ensuring all tests are performed accurately will provide confirmation of the PCM's condition and its ability to manage engine and transmission functions properly. After completing the necessary repairs for DTC P16E6-00, the final repair verification is vital for ensuring that the problem has been fully resolved. Start by clearing any diagnostic trouble codes stored in the PCM to reset the system. Following this, it is essential to retest the vehicle's systems, particularly focusing on the transmission and starting functionality. Observing how the vehicle behaves and ensuring that all original symptoms have ceased confirms the successful repair. A thorough check of the dashboard indicators will also verify that no new codes are flagged. This final confirmation step is crucial to ensure the vehicle's overall reliability and to prevent future complications related to the transmission system. Preventive maintenance is crucial for avoiding issues related to DTC P16E6-00 in the future. Regularly inspecting the wiring associated with the transmission range switch can help catch potential problems before they lead to malfunctions. Checking the condition of the transmission range switch should also be part of routine maintenance, as ensuring the component is functioning may prolong its life and prevent future code triggers. Maintaining up-to-date software and firmware for the PCM is essential, as updates often include enhancements that improve performance and can prevent communication errors from occurring. Engaging in these preventive measures significantly contributes to the longevity and reliability of vehicle systems. In conclusion, understanding the implications of DTC P16E6-00 and its effect on the Honda CR-V's transmission system is essential for effective diagnostics and repair. Following the structured troubleshooting steps outlined in this guide is vital to accurately identify and resolve the issues related to the transmission range switch and the associated circuits. Each testing phase builds upon the last, providing a comprehensive approach to tackling hardware or software failures. Additionally, performing regular preventive checks and maintenance can help mitigate future occurrences of this diagnostic trouble code, thus contributing to a smoother and more reliable driving experience. Keeping these steps in mind will ensure that the vehicle remains in optimal working condition. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.